Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dr. Fox, good to see you again. Again, I am proud to occupy the Fox chair on the Rules Committee. Ranking Member Scott, thank you for your presentation as well. I don't have many questions, but since the issue of banning books keeps coming up, Dr. Fox, does this bill ban any books?
Absolutely not.
So if I were to ask you for a list of books that would be banned, you would not be able to provide it?
Correct. I would not be able to provide a list of banned books.
Because none, in fact, are banned.
Correct.
You know, some of us were here when Katrina was a was a storm that hit New Orleans, and working through the problems in the aftermath of that storm. So many of the kids had to leave the New Orleans area. Many came to Dallas, Houston, several states in Texas, several cities in Texas. And I remember we worked through the problem of with the federal aid that was being provided in the aftermath of Katrina, the concept of the money follows a student. So I was grateful to see Representative Roy had an amendment that follows along those lines. Let me just ask you, did that come up at all in the underlying discussion of the bill itself, a money follows a student concept?
We did not discuss that in the committee markup.
Seems like and if my memory serves me correctly, it did work well for that difficult time in the aftermath of Katrina when so many students were displaced from their home districts, and it allowed their education to continue uninterrupted. And it's hard to imagine that would not be a policy that would be useful for us to continue to consider. But beyond,
It
yes.
would be the ideal situation in our country, I believe, if we could implement that. And my understanding is that as a result of Katrina and the changes that were made specifically for Louisiana, that education has improved dramatically in Louisiana.
Well, I thank our witnesses for their presentations today. Mr. Chairman, I'll yield back.
Thank you very much. The chair now recognizes distinguished ranking member for questions he might have.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman.